some breaking news right now in terms of President Trump and the ongoing conflict between Israel and Iran. I want to put this up here on Live Now from Fox, from Truth Social. From the president saying Iran should have signed the deal I told them to sign. What a shame and waste of human life. Simply stated, Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. I said it over and over again. Everyone should immediately evacuate Tehran. So some stark warning there from the President of the United States after we're seeing different interactions between Israel and Iran in the last several days. Of course, following it very closely here on Live Now from Fox, as we heard over the weekend reporting that President Trump had vetoed a Israeli plan to take out the supreme leader in Iran. I don't know how much we can read into these words in terms of directly impacting it, but certainly a stark warning for Iran, for Tehran, saying everyone should immediately evacuate. So we're following this closely here on Live Now from Fox, and we'll continue to break down the latest on anything that we know that unfolds in real time from that area in the Middle East.
Trump hints at major Israeli offensive. He urges all of Tehran to evacuate immediately. The deadly conflict has claimed the lives of dozens of people across both countries as aerial attacks continue for a fifth day. US President Donald Trump has warned residents of the Iranian capital, Tehran, to immediately evacuate, hinting at a possible major Israeli bombardment as the conflict between the two countries intensifies. Trump again reiterated that this conflict would not have broken out had Iran signed a nuclear deal, stating that their inability to do so has led to the loss of human life. Iran should have signed the deal I told them to sign. What a shame and waste of human life, said Trump in a post on his own social media platform, Truth Social. Simply stated, Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. I said it over and over again. Everyone should immediately evacuate Tehran, added Trump. Israel on Monday warned some 300,000 people in Tehran to evacuate ahead of airstrikes. Israeli forces then struck an Iranian state-run broadcaster during a live broadcast. It's the fifth day of conflict between Israel and Iran. Both countries have intensified their strikes on each other in recent days, with exchanges of missiles, resulting in dozens of casualties between the two countries. The conflict started when Israel moved to strike multiple targets in Iran, including nuclear and military sites, in a surprise attack in the early hours of Friday. The first wave of attacks also eliminated top Iranian officials, including the Armed Forces Chief of Staff, Mohammad Bagheri, and head of Iran's paramilitary Revolutionary Guard Corps, Hossein Salami. Israel says the decision to attack Iran was preemptive self-defense, as it expressed concerns over Iran's rapidly advancing nuclear program. Israel has repeatedly warned of the threat an Iran equipped with a nuclear weapon would pose on its very survival. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu claimed Monday that the strikes have set Iran's nuclear program back years, and said he is in touch daily with Trump. In the early hours of Tuesday, Israeli air defense systems sounded for a short period of time as more Iranian strikes were anticipated. The Israeli army issued an air raid warning just after midnight local time for residents of Tel Aviv and the southern city of Beersheba. The alert was quickly dropped, however, with the army confirming that residents are free to leave shelters and protective spaces nationwide. Iran's foreign minister and chief nuclear deal negotiator Orbuz Arogchi says Israel's attacks on his country deal a huge blow to diplomacy. The comments were made during a call with his French, British and German counterparts. Iran signed a nuclear deal in 2015 with these three countries, along with the EU, US, China and Russia. Washington later unilaterally withdrew from the deal in 2018 under Trump's first term in office.